Hey there, fans of brotherly love wrestling. It is I, Vic Delicious.
Philly's own, the Mecca here.
It is the real McCoy, J.D.X. Justin D. Xavier. And
it's your man, CD, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City.
Hey there, brotherly love wrestling. Bill Carr here.
Hey everyone, this is two-time guest Wheeler Yuta.
Two bozos from Philadelphia flapping their gums about pro wrestling this, pro wrestling that.
Which is not that unique in the grand scheme of things yet.
You are in for a treat because you're tuned in to Brotherly Love Wrestling.
Philadelphia, are you ready?
No! They said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Never get tired of you being so surprised, like you don't know this is coming.
Yeah, I didn't know this was coming. I thought we were just sitting here hanging out. Sprung this on me.
Fuck me, right? Well, welcome to the show. We'll start off talking with the pay-per-view coming up this weekend, which I know you're thrilled about.
I mean, I'm not thrilled, but I'm not like.
But you really, I mean, you're not. It's not like you're gonna watch it. You're not ordering it.
No,
put it that way.
No time at all to fucking watch it.
And that's AEW's All In, Wembley Stadium. Second year now going to Wembley. They were in Cardiff as we record this on Thursday last night for Dynamite, which was a hot crowd.
They should have turned the air conditioning on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Cardiff's where they do, isn't that where they did a lot of the NXT UK stuff?
Yeah, but they did those in like smaller theater. This was like it looked like an 8,000 to 10,000 capacity, you know what I mean? Like arena.
Sold out?
Yeah. Man. Yeah, it was packed.
Why Tony goes over there.
I mean, look, we've said it a million times.
E-Money goes over there because he can't sell out over here.
UK fans just want to see wrestling. And they, again, of course.
They don't get big crowds, do they, over there?
Well, they don't get a lot of events like that.
They don't get a primetime wrestling company to come over.
Yeah.
Help them out a little bit.
So, I mean, obviously last night being the go-home show for Wembley.
Did they go
home? Not yet.
Was there any teasers?
I mean, there was everything setting it up. MJF Ospreay was really good. Good promo back and forth, obviously. MJF made him bleed with hitting him with the diamond ring with all the security around him.
He still has that fucking diamond ring.
Still has the dynamite diamond ring.
Over the ring.
But yeah, good promos by both guys. Made me a little bit more interested in the match because I liked Ospreay's passion. MJF is full on MJF at this point now. And so I think that's going to be.
Is he still dressed like the Fonz?
Who, MJF?
Yeah.
No, last night because he's the American champion. Right. He was wearing and of course they're in the UK now. He was wearing all flag pants, flag jacket, flag shirt. Like he was all
American. Apollo Creed in it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Living in America to come on when he came out.
That would have been good. It would have been a really nice touch.
It would have, but. Came out to his music.
It would have been better if he came out to I'm a Real American.
I don't think anyone wants to touch that.
MJF would do it just to rub people the wrong way.
That's a good point. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
It would get a pop though, I feel.
Yeah. Oh no, I think they'd bill him like they'd pop for the music. And then when he walked out, they'd bill him.
Yeah, he would just do that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, overall Dynamite was pretty good. Chris, the Dynamite Kid, the nephew of the actual Dynamite Kid that you were thinking about when I said the name.
Yeah.
And he looks exactly like him. And he's his nephew, but he looks like the Dynamite Kid. And
did they sign him, or is he just wrestling?
No, he signed with AEW.
They just signed. It's way too many. It's like sign one, get rid of one. Sign one, get rid of one.
Speaking of that, the big rumor all day today? I've been seeing the
big. Is it Becky Lynch?
No, it's not Becky Lynch. It's Ricochet.
Oh,
apparently has signed a multi-year deal with AEW. Now AEW hasn't said this, but it's blown up over social media. So,
dude, grab the money. It's right there in front of you. Grab the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not one of these signings makes me want to tune in.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately, I mean, it does nothing. I mean, Ricochet does cool shit, but there's a reason he didn't get a re-up on his contract. Now it sucks because if Samantha Irvin leaves.
yeah, I hope that fucking doesn't happen.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen either.
She's
out of the
phenomenal.
two, I'd rather have her. They made the right move.
I agree. I mean, she's more of an asset at this point than Ricochet is.
Mm-hmm.
Now look,
so Ricochet comes in and costs Ospreay the.
Well, that's what everyone wants. That's what everyone wants.
They just do it right away.
Yeah,
it's fucking Tony Khan has wet dreams.
I saw a retweet of the.
You can recreate what you did in Japan.
I saw a retweet of the like fake All Elite graphic that they always use, right?
Yeah.
And someone just put a list, Ricochet verse, and just Ospreay, Dan, like just kept going on and on. I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, that's great. But like it's just still no story.
Where's the story?
There's no stories there.
Cool matches, dude.
Like
I'm feeling it's a good match, boy. And then it's over.
I mean,
and then you have nothing to look forward to after the good match.
Yeah, that like I look at the card. So right now they have a 9-match card.
That's very mild.
It is. So 9 matches on the main card.
So after, oh no, wait, because it's already, yeah, it's going to be 9.
Mm-hmm.
Unless for some foreseen reason they fucking just can't do it and they have to add 2 more.
No,
we just can't do this. We have to.
I mean, look, they still have Rampage and Collision. So
oh no, you're right.
I'm sorry.
It could happen.
Yeah,
apologize to me. We have to apologize to the good people that got to sit there for 6 hours and watch a goddamn pay-per-view. It's too much.
Yeah,
it's too much, Larry.
Yeah, but at least then they don't have to stay up till 3 a.m. to watch it. Like it's local time for them now, so it'd be a normal time for them.
Ah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, good for them.
Good for them. They get
good
it.
For them.
They get
good
their time anyway.
Yeah, their time.
Yeah, but I looked at like
it was actually early.
For what?
For them.
Oh, for them? Yeah,
absolutely. It's like a more than normal.
Yeah.
Better than normal. So what's this match card looking like? So we'll start top. Let me see if I can name them.
Go ahead.
Let's see if I'm that good.
I mean, you haven't watched in a while, so I mean, there's some that you're going to be able that we talk about that you're going to know.
Danielson Swerve.
Correct.
For the title.
And for career.
For the career.
Yeah.
Which Swerve should win.
Yes. That was
pleasant.
Disgusting.
Yeah, no. You're welcome for all those people that had us turned up. By now, I would hope that they know better than to turn us up. Like, have us at like a medium. Because things like that could happen.
Anyway.
You got Ospreay and MJF for the United States, but also not the United States title.
Yeah, international.
You got Baker versus Monet.
Yes.
Monet. Wait, what was the Billy Idol song? She should come out to that.
Well, you talk about Monet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to sing it like Louie though. And that's not right.
No, you were very close though.
Yeah. So how many is that? 3?
That's 3.
The other women's match, you got Mariah May and Toni Storm.
Okay. You got 4.
That's 4. How many? 9? Ooh. You got Jericho versus... Or is Jericho in a tag team?
No,
Jericho,
right. And he's the FTW champion. So who is he facing?
Versus the fucking wet noodle, fucking Taz's kid.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Called him wet noodle from that one.
And of course, it's the last chance match. If Hook loses, he can't get a chance at the title as long as Jericho is champion.
Who the fuck cares? The wet noodle had Fusilli Jerry has. Fucking more personality than fucking
you silly Jerry back there.
Yeah, no. You got good stuff back there. So that's 5.
Yep.
Oh boy, this is where it gets tough.
Okay. Yeah, you have a couple multi-man matches that you're not going to get.
Oh, so pointless matches. All right. Is it multi-man matches like it makes sense? Like they've been a team before?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
House of Black?
Yeah.
Versus House of White?
No, keep going.
House of Red?
No. Stop with the houses.
Okay.
We are not in Game of Thrones.
Trailer Park of Yellow.
No.
Okay. I don't know who they're facing.
All right, so I'll give you that match. It's a 4-way London ladder match for the Trios Championship. So it's House of Black versus the Patriarchy.
Who's that?
Christian.
Oh. Is he still the TBS champion?
Yeah, it's no.
Who the fuck's the TBS
The
champion?
TBS champion is a women's title. You mean the TNT champion?
TNT champion.
Jack
Is
Perry.
the TBS champion? Yeah, that's Monet.
Yeah, TBS is Monet.
And then the TNT. Who's the TNT champion?
Jack Perry.
Ugh.
And he's in a match against?
Edge.
No, Edge is hurt. Remember, he hurt himself off the cage.
Forgot
Spot.
about that. So he's facing.
People are thinking this going, you have a wrestling podcast and you don't know this?
Yeah, but this isn't mainstream enough for me. So you got Jack Perry versus. Does it really matter?
You know who it is. Like, come on. Like,
is it someone reputable?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, it's Darby. Isn't
yes.
It? Fucking dude. It's like you can't
in a coffin match.
Oh my god, I hate it. I don't need to know this. I hate it.
So anyway, wait. Let's go back.
They ruined.
Wait. World Trios match. The Trios title match is a ladder match, a 4-way team match. So you have
how many people? So 12 people?
Yes. House of Black, Patriarchy, the Bang Bang Gang.
Okay, that's
Juice and the Guns.
Okay,
and then Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club. So Pac, Claudio, and Yuta is the Trios.
Boy, am I so unexcited about that one as well.
The other multi-man match,
okay,
is for the tag titles.
Oh, so it's a triple threat or some shit?
3-way tag.
FTR. Bucks.
Top tag team.
The Acclaimed?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a little bit more relevant, I would care more. Okada on the card?
No.
Really?
No. Not as of right now.
Yeah, we don't throw it.
As of right now. Just, this is...
Are there any rumors of anybody showing up besides Ricochet? Is Kenny Omega coming back?
No.
Jamie Hayter coming back?
I haven't heard.
Anybody coming back?
Not that I've heard.
Man.
I mean, the ones I had, like, Ricochet is the only thing as far as rumor go, and the one you did miss, which was kind of a layup, I thought you would say it because it's All In, is the Casino.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, for the future championship.
Is Wardlow in that one?
We don't know. No participants.
Participants have been...
Briscoe came out and said that him, Orange, and God, I can see them, but I can't.
I can see clearly.
But his
Where's
group,
Jay White at?
I think Jay White's hurt.
Yeah,
I want to say Jay White's hurt again. I even though I do watch more AEW than you, I fast forward through stuff that doesn't interest me.
You fast forward through. I'd say 2-hour show, at least an hour. Am I close?
Yeah.
There's a lot of commercials that are in there too, though.
Yeah,
and a lot of picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're right. So there are things that I do.
There's so many people that have been signed to that company that this company has done nothing for. Jay White being one of them.
Jay White.
I heard there was rumors of Paige going back to WWE.
So she was on Dynamite against. It was her and.
Well, Ruby's having a kid, so she's out.
Yeah. No.
What does a women's division even look like? They needed Britt Baker back, huh?
Well, between Britt, obviously Mercedes, and then, they got Camille. You know what I mean? Who
really does?
I'm like all over in my head.
Yeah.
But Camille, that was one of the things. Watching the promo because they opened up with them, right? And Camille, of course, is standing the enforcer behind Mercedes. Says nothing, just stands there looking posing, which she should. As that piece, I agree with.
Can't speak.
I don't believe that.
I do.
I believe that.
I think they're going to have another Fumblerooski like Jade Cargill.
Well, that's honestly what I'm getting to. I don't like how they're treating her. No one should be able to fucking touch Camille. If she is this bruiser, this giant woman, well, yeah. I mean,
beat her up already?
Britt hit her with the microphone and smacked her head against the table at the contract signing. Like, she shouldn't.
It's a hell of an enforcer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She shouldn't look weak ever.
It's like Wardlow saying he doesn't want the main title.
Like, that bothers me. Treat her like China. Like, the way China was, no one could touch China. You couldn't do it.
Bend it.
That's how Camille should be coming off.
Well, that's what happens when you book yourself.
And that's the thing that bothers me is that she could be booked so much better, and she hasn't even. I mean, she had 1 or 2 matches. Like, no one should touch her at all.
Fumblerooski.
She should be She should be squashing everyone she's against.
They don't know how to do squash matches there. Everything's got to be like uber competitive.
Which now and then is fine, but there's a reason for the squash match.
Yeah,
there's reasoning behind
utilize the squash because they think that it would be too WWE-ish and mainstream wrestling-ish. So you know what did have a thought about the other day? Interesting topic.
Okay.
And it goes back to the whole AEW competition thing, how it's not really competition because they're two separate companies. Because they are. They're two separate, like one's trying to do one thing and one's trying to actually like make money. Back in the day when it was the wars,
Yes.
they were both doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And there was just times where one was doing it better than the other. There was
Correct.
attitude on both ends, right?
Yes.
It was attitude all around.
Yes.
One was just doing it better than the other at certain times. Hence the 84 weeks and all that crazy shit. And then the eventual passing of WCW.
Yeah.
Call it.
Yeah.
The burial. There was two companies. They were doing the same thing, one better than the other. There's two companies doing completely different things.
Exactly.
So it's never going to be a competition. Never.
No.
Ever.
Well, see, they are the alternative because it is an alternative to
here's the
WWE
thing,
is doing.
WCW was also an alternative company doing the same thing. This is all alternative company doing something completely different that isn't necessarily cohesive to the entertainment side of wrestling.
That's why I think that AEW is the better label for alternative than WCW. Because if WCW,
it's an alternative company, like it's something.
Well,
it's a different company to watch. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The word alternative is different than others. So, like, WCW wasn't different from WWE. They were almost the same production. You know what I mean? Literally, some of the same superstars.
Yeah.
I mean, just like AEW has some of the same superstars. I get that, but in the way they do things, you're right. They were like WCW and WWE. Oh, they were alike. Some would just do it better than others depending on the story. Where AEW and WWE, they are actually the alternative. What they set out to do, they are doing. They're doing it their way. And if that's what you like, that's awesome.
But
that's
here's
great.
the thing, though. It's not the way that it was originally introduced.
No, yes, you're right. Because
like it was
that's
still
why Cody is not there. Because
it was
it's not
still
what his vision
it was still an alternative, but it was a better alternative. And then
in the beginning, yes,
it just got completely mucked up.
It was a better alternative for our age group. It's not an alternative. It's not. And look, and we said this with O'Shea last week.
It's not for us.
It's not for us.
I don't know why you still watch it.
That's
who needs to be on the TV.
Yeah, like
NWA. That would be an alternative for us.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that would definitely be an alternative for us. But that's the thing is that, yeah, it's not towards us. So when we don't like things, it's not because, they're doing it wrong. It's because they're not interested in
They're doing it wrong in my eyes, but to other people, to the minority, they're doing it right.
To their demo and who they're trying to get, it is exactly what they want. That's what it is.
Yeah, but if a demo hasn't grown, then you're just going to cater to the same people forever, and it's not going to last forever.
But that seems to be okay for them.
Because
they're not trying to change.
Because the WWE superstars that come over know that it's a money grab, know that there's big money to be made, and there's not a lot of work to be done, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. There's no direction. You come in, you do what you want, stay for a couple of years, and you leave. Your value hasn't gone up or down.
No. I mean, your value, I don't think your value could go down. I think it's either stay the same.
I don't see it going up. I think it could go down.
I don't think so.
You don't think?
I can't see if you took any of those people, any of the people that are WWE, former WWE, and got them back and they left. Like, it's not like, you were in AEW. We're only going to pay you this now because that. I don't think that is.
I'm not going to use it as value as a monetary value, like a money value. I'm going to say a personal value or a professional value.
What do you mean?
This is where you get to shine. This is where you're going. You're going to prove yourself that you don't have to be in the cog in the machine where you can do things yourself.
Okay.
I feel like that hurts people that need to be in the cog and then in the machine and have writers like Monet. I feel like her value as a professional, as a wrestler, as an entertainer, has gone down drastically. I'm not saying if she comes back, she's going to make less money, but there's no argument to say that, oh man, we're going to give her the house. She's this huge draw that she said she was. No, she's not.
All right, well, that
numbers don't lie. Like people that leave, like people that have the credibility already. Edge is he's not going to, it's not going to do anything. Christian, if anything, I think Christian actually proved again that he has been underutilized his whole career in WWE.
Would that mean that his value has gone up?
Christian is part of the minority, but he's past his prime, so he wouldn't get a bigger contract because he would just be coming in to just fill a role. Whereas people that still have gas in the tank that went over, like I don't foresee that their star has risen. Like Aleister Black, he's not one where, he's still kind of the same thing when he left.
Okay.
But he didn't really raise his value. He didn't prove what they set out to prove. Rusev, for sure.
Right, so let me ask you this. So there's a couple that, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, sure. If you have an argument point, I would love to hear it.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody is one of those different, like the minority.
Okay. Another one.
Cody also went all over.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Cody also had this plan. As soon as he left, he put this plan in motion.
Correct.
Cody's road was a lot longer.
But if he stayed on the Indies and is doing what Matt Cardona is doing, he could just be another Matt Cardona. AEW helped build him to. I mean, look, the American Nightmare.
He kind of helped, the Indies. He kind of helped AEW.
Well, yeah. Oh, there's no argument there.
But there was a difference. Like these people are using AEW to try and like they're not helping AEW. Cody actually helped make it better.
Moxley, and Bryan are probably two that you.
So Bryan stays the same. Bryan's value was very high.
Yeah.
At times in WWE.
Yes.
Very high.
Yeah.
See, so was Ambrose.
Yeah.
He's done more. I wouldn't say that his stock has like completely risen. He has just shown that he can carry a company.
Yeah.
He can.
Yes.
But the numbers for him, because numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
They're not astronomically high. It's not like him putting him on the card anymore. It's like, oh, gotta watch it.
Yeah.
There's not like a lot of the people that were in WWE. Like,
let me ask you another one. Spears. Spears went from Ty Dillinger, the 10 gimmick, didn't work on the main roster, had a very low because they didn't look at him like that.
I put that as Vince's fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoever the fault is, but
whoever was doing the booking and the writing,
I feel like terrible. Him in AEW, as the chairman, was a good gimmick, and him coming over, like, regardless of,
I feel like
the booking of
here's
AEW.
The thing, though. I'm gonna put WWE as the top, very tippity top. NXT was good. He was always NXT. Yeah. He was never meant for that main card. Yeah. He was always NXT. So him leaving gave value, like it changed him because when he left NXT, he was still hugely over. He was actually less over in AEW than he was NXT. So he was always an NXT guy.
Yeah.
That's completely different. Like he was a very serviceable mid to top NXT. He was a bottom to mid AEW. He didn't really do anything to raise his value there. He came back to NXT where he was known hugely, and he's still doing good there. I mean, that's like kind of a lateral move.
Okay.
Now, if he got more money in the interim, wherever he went, good for him. But I don't foresee anybody. I mean, Cody has the name.
Yeah.
That's what helps him. He's a Rhodes. He's always got, I mean, but he had a chip on his shoulder, made himself better. Moxley had a chip on his shoulder, was able to make himself better. But he's also he was a world heavyweight champion in WWE. The people that never made it to world heavyweight champion kind of stayed the same or were worse. I will say Neville, Pac, whatever you want to call it. He was an NXT guy. If he were to do the same thing and came back to NXT, he'd be hugely over. He was never a main roster guy. If he came to the main roster now, would he be better off? Maybe. I don't know. But I feel like he would still ride that mid where he was. He had one very memorable match in all of WWE, and that was against Seth Rollins for the title.
Yeah.
Where he looked like he could have won.
Yeah.
But he didn't. Yeah. I'm just thinking that AEW isn't the stepping stone. It's not where you're going to raise your value. Unless you leave and you draw huge numbers for them, do you raise your, like Cody,
Yeah.
Cody was doing numbers for AEW, so that's how he raised his value. No one else is doing that.
Not to mention reinvent and finding this American Nightmare character.
Yeah,
and polishing it.
He made it his own.
Yes.
That's him now.
Yeah.
He's no longer Stardust. He's no
Yeah.
longer the mustache. He's no longer any of those
The mustache.
dashing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
He's none of that. He's
Yeah.
the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He is him.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I feel like, didn't. Well, one, their name was in WWE, like the Sashas, the Pages. Still know them as them. Malachi and Alistair, kind of the same name. I'm going to throw it as a Rusev. I enjoyed more than Miro, especially when he came in and he was a gamer. Like, come on now. This is what happens when you give people creative leave. You're just like, well, maybe you needed a writer after all. Maybe it wasn't you that got these things over. Maybe it was the writers.
Which and that's not a bad thing. Some people do need that.
Big Cass was hugely over in WWE.
Both of them are. Him and Enzo.
Won't even touch
the clip that we've watched a million times of them
doing
their
the promo without the mic.
Without a mic is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like they've never been more over.
They could come back and they could be over again in the WWE.
You constantly, almost weekly, send me Enzo Amare's.
That's because he's now found himself in my feed.
Yeah.
For TikTok.
Yeah.
Like his promos of wherever he's cutting them is random fucking parking lots of shit.
Yeah.
Has found my
combination feed. KFC Taco Bell.
Yeah. I mean, whatever he did, guilty, not guilty, scumbag move, yes, no, maybe. Him on the mic was
money.
Impeccable.
Money, for sure.
Great. He got Drew Gulak over.
Yeah.
And Gulak was never the same after Enzo left. I mean, people that make other people better, he was one of them. He was good. He was an awful wrestler.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's just meat and potatoes when it comes to wrestling. But but that's the thing. You can be like that, especially in this era.
Yeah, you could be like that for WWE if you can talk.
Yeah,
you got yourself a gig.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. What everything that we just said in regards to AEW. And watching it because this morning
you need to have a good match there because you got nobody that's talking anybody into the building.
Well, look, Ospreay is MJF.
Ospreay's over. Ospreay is an anomaly.
Tony Storm is another character that people are going to see.
But Ospreay's not a character. He's a good wrestler who uses stupid terminology that appeals to the demographic that I deem stupid, they love.
Yeah.
Bruv and all that stupid shit.
Yeah,
I think it's stupid as hell. It actually annoys me when I hear it.
Yeah.
And then when I hear other people say it, it annoys me more.
It's even
worse. That's why it doesn't appeal to me. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things are allowed to annoy me.
Yeah. But
just be a good wrestler.
As far as the card goes, I mean, just name the entire card. I mean, just looking at it.
It does not do that much to me. For me, personally, so 9. So you're looking, you can't have an even split. So the matches which sucks, the matches that I'm looking for, that I would look forward to would be Bryan, Swerve, main title match, MJF, Ospreay. I'd say Tony Storm, Mariah May. They've had a good angle, good storyline. Interested in that. I like Britt. I don't like Mercedes. That one's kind of a wash. So I don't really care that much. I think there's going to be some shenanigans in it that I think is going to be stupid to protect both. The multi-man matches, the tag match, only because FTR and the Bucks are in it. The other multi-man match, way too much going on. I like a good fucking ladder match with the whole coin thingy.
Yeah.
It could easily.
Well, but the ladder match is for the trios type.
No, I'm talking about the casino battle royal.
Well, yeah,
that's a
just
ladder to get the.
Yeah.
That I like battle royal, so fuck it. And if nobody's announced, then that makes it a little bit more inviting.
I mean, what do you think?
Jericho
Hook has nothing. For me.
Nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. That should be before the pre-show. That should be at like 11 in the morning.
The pre-show, there is a match.
They don't have it. they don't have like anything mega, like no mega.
I mean, look,
superstardom where it's gonna like
it's
not
Swerve and Brian.
That's a good match
for the title.
Yeah, it's a good
with
angle.
his career.
Yeah, but one thing
to AEW fans, that is a big time match.
You know what it is? It is a big match. But if I stack it up against the show that we just saw, because this is a big show for them, Wembley, huge show for them.
Absolutely.
If I stack it up against SummerSlam and the SummerSlam matches, now I already know what happened to SummerSlam because it already happened. But even looking forward to, the matches that I was looking forward to outweighed the ones that I was like, nah.
Yeah, but because because
they do storylines.
Exactly.
Because they have
you were
invested.
More invested in storylines with that. Where now, yes, maybe 3 or 4 of these matches actually have stories.
I'd say 3 or 4 I'd be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying money for that.
No, I know you're not.
That's not enough. That's the whole thing about their system also flawed. Fuck that shit. Because now you have more than just 4. You have what, 8 pay-per-views now? Or almost monthly pay-per-views? You have 2 that are back-to-back. Literally week to week.
Yeah.
You have 2.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And what are we going to see that's different for the next card? For All Out?
Yeah.
Or All In? All Out?
Out.
What are we going to see for All Out? Well, you taking a big swing here? Or are you bringing in a couple surprises where you're going to put them in right away to All Out? I mean, maybe.
You
have Okada that's not on the card as of now, which I don't think he should be added this late. That sucks for the fucking fans over there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even get to see Okada.
Yeah.
He's like your special attraction.
Well, he should be your special attraction anyway.
Yeah. He's like your Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He's like he would be not as big, not as large, but in certain circles, bigger than Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Okada's he was your special feature. You're going to go over to Wembley and not have him on the card in a meaningful fucking match? That's stupid. Come on, man. That's stupid.
So we'll move on. We have one more week or a week out from Bash in Berlin.
This card I'm not like overly like crazy for. And I'm not going to say that
at this point only 4 matches.
Yeah.
We still got a whole other week.
This is a special. This isn't like a pay-per-view. I know it's a pay-per-view or a premium live event.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Well, at least AEW is doing that right. Pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Is it good pay-per-view? No. But at least they're doing pay-per-view. This premium live event doesn't really have me over the moon.
So, Randy and Gunther. Is there any part of you that thinks Randy's winning the title?
If they swerve me, sure. That'd be great. I don't think he's winning in Berlin.
That was my question. Yeah.
I don't think that they're gonna do that. I've heard many rumors like this is why it makes sense for Randy to because Gunther will underestimate him because he's complete. Yeah, I do say that he has kind of changed the way he does things. Like he's a little more cocky, arrogant. He doesn't have his eye on the prize anymore.
Like he was, yeah.
Yeah, he was always business. Now he's not always business. He's kind of shying away from that. Do they use that? I don't know. Probably not. But this is a different era of WWE. Could it happen? Maybe. We got Cody versus KO. Another one that's like not really a great big build.
No story.
This is going to be like a good match. No build up, good match. Am I overly excited for it? No. I have no problem saying that. I have no problem jumping from to show where if I were to stack give me the 4 matches. I'll give you I'll compare my level of excitement between both cards.
Granted, you're talking about a fraction compared.
I will tell you my 4 favorite from AEW and these 4 that you're going to give me because there's no more than that. Okay? Does that make it fair?
Gunther, Randy.
Okay.
KO and Cody.
Gotcha.
Then you got Priest, Ripley versus Dirty Dom and Liv.
Okay.
Which at least there's a story that.
Yeah, there's definitely that might be the biggest story that enters this pay-per-view.
Well,
premium live event.
Well,
what's the next one?
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Okay, so that's not fair. So that one's not fair. So if I'm ranking, that's number 1.
Yeah,
and it's a very, very distant number 1. Like
there's a big space between 1 and 2. Extremely
high up there. And I don't want to sound like a punk mark, but I am. So therefore, and he's been
you
doing,
like who you like.
He's been doing everything right
Yeah.
in my eyes
And-
since being in WWE.
I don't know if you know this or not, but it's a strap match. All four corners have to be touched.
Yep. It pushes it even further up. It pushes it even further up. So out of the matches that I liked for AEW and these remaining 3, I'll put Bryan and Swerve at the 2 spot.
Okay.
That's going to be at the 2 spot. There's a lot behind this one. There's meaning. It's a good build. I haven't watched like the conventional way of the build, but I know of the build. I see clips of the build. I am familiar enough with it and it's a career versus title match. It's a good one. It gets me.
Yeah.
That type of shit gets me.
Yeah.
That's number 2. I'll say storyline. First storyline. So we got Dirty Dom and Liv versus Priest and Ripley. And then I'll put the one it's going up against is Mariah May and Toni Storm.
I knew that's what you were putting up.
So I just don't like the mixed match. So I'm going to put Toni Storm and Mariah May just to shade over the storyline.
Good for you.
And then it's kind of like, all right, who do I want to see wrestle? Who's going to put on the best match? Ospreay and MJF. They already did it. They already won an hour. I'm a little less excited. I'm a little less excited about that one.
Me too.
KO and Cody, I think, would be my next one, just because I love
over Gunther Randy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be a lot of ring psychology. You're gonna have the ring general versus, I'd say, the new age cerebral assassin of Randy Orton, the Viper.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Love KO. I mean, Kevin Owens. Right. I mean, the people that are in the matches, I love.
Yeah.
I just think that KO and Cody is a little bit fresher. I'm not saying that I'm overly like invested in it, but I think it'll be a good match. I'm not saying that Ospreay and MJF aren't going to be. It's just that we just saw it.
I agree.
They just went an hour.
That's the only reservation I have for Ospreay and MJF is you did it for 59 minutes.
They already work the same match style, both of them, in every match that they do. It's the same. It's
like, what are you going to do?
Close together.
What are you going to do that
Even
you
if
didn't
they
do in 59 minutes?
Yeah, they're going to
except Ospreay, because I think what's going to happen is Ospreay's going to do the Tiger Driver. And I think that's how he wins the title because he knows that's the only way to.
Wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, and you bang Ricochet in there, and you have because you don't have a card for the next pay-per-view.
True. Yeah.
You go Ospreay Ricochet because that's a money match.
Yeah,
that'll help you. That'll help you get views. That'll help you with the sales of your pay-per-views. And then what was the other one? Yeah, that was pretty much it for AEW. There wasn't really anything else.
The tag match you said was
the tag match was okay, but I think the battle royal for the number 1 contendership, I put that up there as my 8th.
I like it.
That's my level of excitement. Punk and McIntyre, absolutely 1,000% I'm the most invested in because that one's gonna end where I don't think it's gonna end how everyone thinks. I mean, Seth is gonna get flown out there. He's going to be there. There's going to be some sort of something that goes on. But you need that. You need that. They're not whole. That is a triangle. Seth's in there.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But if he's not, that would surprise me.
Oh, no, he's not. He's not because he got taken out by Bronson and he's taking time off. Though Seth is basically gone.
Okay.
So they're going to run with, they should be running with.
Even better.
Drew and Punk. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. The last thing
Wouldn't it be crazy if Punk loses again?
That's giving. That's giving right there if he loses again.
Yeah.
Like that's.
But if he's playing the long game, like, look, Drew needs it more. Punk don't really need anything.
I think this might finally be the blow off. I think it's time to move him on. We'll see. I'm good with it. They don't because I'd be interested to see what angle it turns if he don't. And where they go.
If Punk keeps losing, he's going to have to go sadistic.
Well, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I think you need Punk to go a little crazy and start to be a little bad. He didn't do it soon enough. Or he didn't do it at all in AEW. It was just rah-rah.
Yeah.
I think Punk.
Well, yeah. Until the press conference.
Well,
that's a little different.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
But Punk, bad guy Punk would be great if they pulled the trigger on that, because you got a number one heel
Yeah.
for a show that
Yes.
needs a number one heel,
Yeah.
and let Drew do something else. I don't know. I'm interested to see. Like that's why it's my number. I'm interested. I'm the most interested to see where this goes.
Yes. Yeah. So before we wrap up, there is a one little thing. I just listened to Scott D'Amore
His
interview,
podcast?
an interview that he did with Chris Van Vliet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
talking about
Everything.
everything.
Everything. And his
TNA and all
TNA and the departure and all that, which it was such a good interview. And but he also talked about his new wrestling company that he's putting on.
Yeah.
He's bringing back Maple Leaf Pro. So
Is that
Maple Leaf
Canada?
Pro, yeah. Maple Leaf Pro
Is he
was
Canadian?
actually a thing. Yes. Yeah, big time.
Okay.
And it was actually a thing like before the WWF. And like there was major stars that came out of Maple Leaf Pro that
I'm
went into
assuming it was probably
WWF.
the Hearts.
No, because Hearts were Stampede.
Oh yeah.
But so he's relaunching this October 19th and 20th is going to be on Triller, formerly Fight.
Ah. Okay.
And
He's got a card already.
no, he doesn't have a card. He's starting to announce, like he's going to announce more and more. But
So it's gonna be an indie show.
it's
right?
it's an indie promotion, sort of. Yeah, like I mean, yeah,
Out of Canada.
yeah.
Interesting.
He wants to showcase some Canadian talent, but
I'm
also
okay
wants to
with that.
bring in what's his name? You screwed his name up for me because every time I want to say his name, I think take a shitta. But Takeshita,
take a
like,
shit.
yeah,
Is he
Takeshita's
still
already
wrestling? Is
booked.
he still wrestling? For...
He was a monster in the G1.
No, is he still wrestling for AEW?
Yeah. He's still under contract, but he was. I don't know if you see the highlights.
No.
He was a monster in the G1.
I mean, he's a good wrestler.
But he's booked for the 19th and 20th.
He was a highly touted prospect because
He-
WWE wanted him pretty bad.
Yeah, D'Amore announced that the announcer for commentary is Ronaldo. Yeah.
Is he Canadian?
I don't know if he's Canadian. I don't want to say he is.
It
but
should be him and he was one of the vaudevillains. Help me.
Oh, Aiden English.
Yes.
Yeah. I forget what his non-WWE name is.
Something with an R.
Yeah, but yeah,
Matt.
you're right. Is Matt? This is Matt something?
Matt with an R. Matt R.
Okay.
Matty R.
Just that you said Matt helps because
Yeah.
that is his first name. But yeah, so
Because
but
he's pretty good at commentary.
he is.
I like him.
Yeah.
commentary.
He is.
He did a. Where did he do a guest spot at? But it was pretty good. I forget where.
I think it might have been TNA.
I mean, does the indie god show up? I mean, he could show up anywhere, right?
I guess.
People love to hate him.
Yeah. But look, Scott D'Amore, I trust in Scott D'Amore for what he did with TNA and the things that he put at the
Look, man, wrestling's
what he made, and he was the deal. He was the deal maker for what we're seeing in WWE and NXT and TNA.
yeah. That's
he was the one that
crazy.
pushed that through. So Ronaldo is the commentator, which already locks me in. And I have all the faith in the world in Scott D'Amore. I'm interested to see this. This might be one of those to where October 19th and 20th, depending on the card, I would order this. You know what I mean? Depending, it's not going to be $50. It should be affordable, and it should be.
It's probably going to be in that $20 range. I would think.
which is going to be well worth it.
Like what
Listening-
what did GCW run at? Well, they were putting together bundles of packages, so their packages were like $100.
Yeah, but they're individual. When they were first on Fight, their
like
individual was
$15.
yeah,
or something
15
like
to
that.
20. So like I'm cool. If a card's going to deliver, and I think Scott D'Amore is going to
I
deliver.
mean, if it's your first show of this promotion that you're bringing back,
Yeah.
it should probably be a good first show.
Listening to him talk and the passion he still has for pro wrestling.
What? Yeah, I still don't understand why he was fucking fired.
From what he
Did he
says,
say?
yeah,
Was it
from
mutual?
what he says, no, he did not want to
He
go.
didn't want to leave.
Different mindsets and direction in the company.
Yeah, they got what they needed, and they were like, "All right, well, we got."
He
what we
actually,
needed."
after he got fired, turned around and got investors and got money together and wanted to buy TNA from Anthem.
but just not enough
but
cash.
I guess they're told
Yeah, it's
him,
because they were finally on the up and ups, and they signed a deal with WWE. Like, why the fuck would we do that now?
yeah.
We could actually sell merchandise now.
But yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there for people who may not have heard of it. Maple Leaf Pro, it looks like it's going to be
Maple
legit.
Leaf Pro.
Look on their social medias because keep your eye out because this could be a really, really cool, a really cool
I can't see it yet.
indie promotion.
Oh, there it is in the distance. It's a big leaf. It smells like maple.
So yeah, that'll do it. We have All In this weekend. Following weekend, we have All Out and Bash in Berlin, and it's Labor Day weekend.
Joe Hendry versus Ethan Page, right? For the title.
Yeah. Tuesday night, he won the #1 contender match, so he's the #1 contender for the NXT title. So that's amazing.
It's gonna deliver.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna talk about a guy that just like completely just blew up, who invested in himself because everything's done by him.
Okay.
Now he's got promotion behind him. Now he's got some video production. His value is going to go up,
and he's basically
all uphill
at the Performance Center day in and day out now.
He's going to be looking like a stud. He's going to be freaking doing some fun music shit. Oh, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
So Hendry is where he needed to be.
I don't know if TNA likes that mindset, but obviously they don't mind it. I mean, that much.
If he's still able to work in TNA and he's going to be title bound in NXT, it's not going to be like the Omega.
No.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're also getting Wesley versus Zachary Wentz at I think their upcoming pay-per-views No Mercy, I want to say, for NXT. And that is
good video game.
That I think is the following weekend.
Jeez. We got a full month.
Like it's a lot.
We got a full 3 weeks of
there's a lot going on.
Punched in the mouth with wrestling.
Which I'm cool with, actually. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed the show. Coming up in September, we have 2 shows, 2 interview announcements. With one we've already told you.
Big Earn. Back.
Yeah.
Earn McCracken.
Ernie Osiris
will
be joining us.
We got Bill Murray.
The week after Labor Day, that week, to talk about Fight Pro.
Promote.
September 8th, like we said with O'Shea, who's making his debut at that event. So he'll be telling you.
Gloucester.
Yeah, don't say it. It's Gloucester. It's Gloucester City. Yeah.
Worcestershire.
So hopefully we get a couple more matches out of him, depending on what the Goons put together.
Just don't say the name wrong.
I promise.
Write it down on a cue.
I will not call him Eddie or Edward, whatever I called him.
Ernie McCracken.
That's Ernie is his name. I messed that up, and I'll never forgive myself for messing that up.
That's okay.
Although the Goons enjoyed it. And
yeah, I might have made it for a better show. We don't know.
It might have.
Went off the rails.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Speaking of the Goons, later in September, we'll have Nelly from the Goons. He'll be on.
So that should be as interesting can be.
Yeah. So, and then we'll be...
Possibly Brad.
Possibly what Nelly says.
We don't know.
Yeah. So, and then...
It's going to be interesting.
From that point forward, who knows who we're going to have. Have to talk to a bunch of people, get some more people on.
Yeah.
As we wind down.
We're winding down. We need a couple big names. We should get Ryback.
I'm good.
Really?
I'm good.
Nope. So if I was able to give Ryback...
I mean...
You wouldn't say no.
I wouldn't say no.
Wouldn't it be an interesting conversation?
Interesting is not the word I would use.
I think it would be interesting. I mean, we who knows what we're going to get? Who knows what we get? I think we should get, but speaking in the fruition, you just got to think low and like aim low, maybe you hit high. I'm going to say Ryback.
That's all on you then. You can reach out and do that then. Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed the show.
I'm trying to get Enzo.
I would do Enzo. Enzo can talk. We won't have to talk. We do an intro and he'll talk the whole however long. It could that.
I want to get something like really like far out there interesting.
I'm down for that.
Something that we may not.
Except for Ryback, but anything else.
I'll go for Ryback.
Okay. So thank you.
We got to take it Ernie to get us Prince Nana.
I think Nana's a little tied up with AEW. I mean, so I don't think that's good. Huh?
How do we untie him?
That solid question.
Yeah, AEW can't really speak on low life podcasts like this.
Even though we've had a good amount of AEW contracted
we
wrestlers
treated
on our
them
show.
Treated them very well with the utmost respect.
We have.
We miss
have.
Wheeler.
We miss Yuta a lot. Amongst others that are under the umbrella.
How always you're a big AEW, Mark. How's the Dark Order?
I know that Hangman attacked Evil Uno on Dynamite because he found out that Evil Uno was in the gauntlet and said no one is getting in my way. And I mean no one.
Oh, so Hangman's in the #1 contender.
He said no one better get in his way. And then Uno came up and he asked him, "Hey, are you hear about the gauntlet?" He goes, "Oh yeah, Evil Uno's in it." Hangman turns around, grabs a chair, just bang right to his neck.
They're still around. Is Johnny Hungy still around? What about Alex?
I haven't seen either one of them in a while.
Man, that sucks.
I know
They're
Preston.
Preston Elliott?
Not Preston Elliott, not from Preston Steve.
Okay.
No, number 10.
Oh, Preston Vance.
Vance, thank you.
You're welcome.
I know I seen him posting about dates available. I know he's full-fledged on the indie scene.
He's not even with AEW anymore?
No, he was gone a while ago, honestly.
That's fucked up, man.
So he's another one who's out there.
They kept, like, the wrong batch.
Yeah, well, look.
That asshole Sammy Guevara still going?
He hasn't come back from having his baby.
Oh.
And
please stay the fuck away.
He could be one of those people coming out for the Battle Royal that you're so excited for. Yeah, you never know.
You would see my excitement level go from like mildly like, yeah, let's see how this is to oh man, really quick.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll find out Sunday night. Sunday night. I hate pay-per-views on Sunday nights.
Yeah,
He sucks. But
it'll be different. Well, next Sunday will be different because we'll be off Monday.
Yeah, and a pay-per-view that's put together in less than a week.
Who knows? Let's just let it ride.
We'll see. So thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll be talking to you next week. Don't take any shit from anybody.